This is my iPad Air and I've been using it for a year. What have I been using it for? Well, mostly to take handwritten notes in class, occasionally watch a movie in bed, and that's about it. As you see, I'm not a heavy iPad user. Honestly, when I was getting it, I wasn't even sure if I needed it. I thought, psst, I can take my notes the good old-fashioned way, by hand. But now, a year later, I don't regret buying it at all. It's super useful for note-taking, but besides that, I haven't found another use for it, at least yet. I even thought about buying one of those fancy Apple keyboards for my iPad that cost how much? Luckily, after playing around it at my local electronics shop, I decided that it wasn't something for me and I'd rather stick to using my old laptop keyboard if I needed to write long text while being at the campus. I prefer to do most of my work like editing photos, videos, watching movies, playing games or writing essays at my much more powerful computer at home. That's why my iPad is just a dedicated multi-purpose notebook, and that's it. And now I'm going to show you the apps on my iPad. There isn't much because I like to keep it clutter-free and only have school-related apps on it. TickTick. No, not TikTok. TickTick. This is my go-to life organizing program. I recently switched from Google Calendar and Google Task to TickTick and I really like it. It has everything you need in one single app. I even switched from Notion, which I used to plan and organize my YouTube videos, to TickTick. It's really nice to have everything in one single place. It also has habit tracker and Pomodoro among other things which I really like. Is it Pomodoro or Pomodoro? Or Pomodoro? I don't really know. More detailed video on this app is coming really soon, so subscribe so you don't miss it. But Google Calendar and Google Task are great too. Some other applications that I've tried and I can recommend is Apple Calendar and AnyDo, but there are probably many more that are really good. Notability. I've been using Notability for the past year since I got the iPad and I really do like it. It has this very minimalistic layout, different templates and all the things you need to take great notes. But it costs a little bit of money, so unfortunately it's not fully free. I know about GoodNotes, which is a great alternative and it's free until 3 notebooks, and actually I will be switching to it this semester so I can compare it later to Notability. So another reason to subscribe. Microsoft apps. Most universities use Microsoft Suite, so I got Word for writing assignments, PowerPoint for those presentations, Authenticator because I needed to access all the university websites, and Outlook for those emails, and I also need it for work. If your university is not using Microsoft Suite, then Apple Keynote, Numbers, Pages is a good alternative for those Microsoft apps. Entertainment. I have my entertainment apps hidden away on a separate page so I'm not tempted to open them. I try to keep my iPad as clean as possible and have as few distractions. That's also one of the reasons why, if you are going to buy an iPad for taking notes or study, I would recommend just get the 64GB version. You don't need the higher end for 128 or 200 something. You don't need it because you're not gonna store media on it or edit photos if you're only gonna use it for studying. The iPad I have is also only 64GB version, the cheapest one that they had. I also bought it used, so yeah, gotta save money where you can. If at any time you need more memory, you can always attach an external SSD to your iPad. A couple other apps that I want to mention are Procreate, that I sometimes use when I want to practice drawing. It's also a paid app, but it's one of the best for drawing anything. You can also use it to take notes because it's just a big blank page, a canvas, and it has so many options for different brushes and pencils. And also, as we all know, Zoom and Teams are both very important apps in today's world that we need to communicate. Even though in my university they have fully switched back to physical education and they try to avoid any form of digital or Zoom or Teams, but I still have those 2 apps. Who knows, I don't know, but yeah. Just a quick note for you nice people that watch my YouTube videos until the end. I will be switching my YouTube channel name from Nixon to Koalanov in the next couple of days. Yeah, leave a comment of what other things you can think of to use an iPad for besides watching movies and taking notes. I would love to know that. That's about it. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!